Hello, guys. Uh, as you already know, this channel is gonna be about reading the Bible from cover to cover, from beginning to the end. I already explained my approach towards this. I'm gonna be using my own interpretation through the whole period, and for now, this is Genesis chapter 1, and I am not saying the way I interpret it is the right way, but all I can say is that I I think it's a different way of viewing the Bible, of interpreting things. It might not be so different, but like, yeah, the initial way in which I wanted to do this was uh, was not, should I say, okay, should I, it was misinformed. I didn't have the knowledge I have right now, or the experience I have right now about life, or about uh, spiritual life, or life with God. And P.S. I am not religious. I am not a Christian, but I do go to church because my family is Christian, and but it's I go because I don't go just because it's because my family is Christian. I stopped going to church for a long time because I didn't believe in what they were preaching. I didn't truly believe. I wanted to go to church uh, for myself when I actually believe what the preachers are preaching. So I've only just recently gone back to church, and the time when I went there, I found that the teachings in the church were actually useful. So they are useful in life. I can apply them to my life, although I might not be a Christian in the sense in which they define it, in the sense in which I am a follower of Christ. So I am not a follower of Christ. Maybe I strive to achieve what Christ achieved, or to follow in his footsteps, but that is not an easy thing to do. Although I believe that even though Christ, I'm not sure that Christ existed, even though he might not have existed. What he preached is good for the human being, it's good for the soul. So let's begin with chapter 1. Um, I'll set a timer. Chapter 1. Yeah, so Genesis chapter 1. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth was waste and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep, and the Spirit of the Lord moved upon the face of the waters. So, in the beginning, we're looking at God creating heavens and the earth. So, that means the heavens didn't exist. So, the beginning is like it is the beginning of maybe Him starting to create, because he has no beginning. He was already there. From the view of it, because it's the beginning of creation, like our creation. So God is creating heaven and the earth, uh, and the earth is waste and void. So He creates it. It's empty. His spirit is the only thing that moves upon the face of the waters. So when God created the waters, verse 3, God said, let there be light, and there was light. So there was no light, now He's creating light. And God saw the light that it was good, and God divided the light from the darkness. So apparently, there was darkness before the light, because absence of light is darkness. So light is created, then it can't, so there is no clear separation between the light and the darkness when God creates light. So now God is separating it in verse 4. Um, in verse so in verse 4, yeah. And go verse 5. God called the light day, and the darkness he called night, and there was evening and there was morning, one day. So this is the creation of the day. So the concept of the day is starting whereby it combines light and darkness, whereby light is the day, is the morning, is what? Light is the day, and night is darkness. But they both combine to make one day, which maybe the English is off, because when we say day and night, they are different. But then, oh, it's a common thing among even us when we are referring to like the 21st or the first. It's a day, but it is still separated between day and night. There is a time when there is darkness. It's still one day, 24 hours, but they are all combined in a day. So apparently, the part that has light was referred to as day mostly, and then the part with darkness was referred to as night. So, verse 6, and God said, "Let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters." So, a firmament, the way I define a firmament is like, let's look into the dictionary, but I'm gonna explain how I understood this, although it's a very confusing term. So, it's like a celestial sphere, or heavens, or the vault of heaven. It's the apparent surface of the imaginary sphere in which celestial bodies appear to be projected. It's quite a difficult explanation. So for me, the way I understood it, it's like firmament and heaven are like the same thing, although it's like firmament is like the way, let's say you, as a human being, your body is you in a sense, but it's not really you. So the firmament is like the body, and you are you. You are like heaven. So firmament is like the body of heaven. That's how I understood it. I don't know if it's correct, but that gives me a separation between what the firmament and heaven are, so that I don't confuse the two. Uh, so the firmament is actually, it is dividing the waters from the waters, which is very hard to understand. But this thing about the Bible is some things you can't just, you don't really understand them when you read them. Like why, like water is separating from water. What does that mean? But then it goes on to say, and God made the firmament, and God called the firmament heaven, and there was evening and there was morning, a second day. So firmament is given a name, heaven. I already explained how I understood the separation between the two, but apparently here, according to this Bible, this is the actually this Bible is the, which translation is this? This is the American Standard Version of the Bible. So according to this American Standard Version, the firmament and heaven, the firmament was called heaven by God. Verse 9, uh, God said, "Let the waters under the heavens be gathered together unto one place, and let the dry land appear." And it was so. So the water below, since there is a separation between the waters, it means there is water above the firmament, and then there's also water below. Now the water below is being gathered into one place, and that means, and it's like one thing I am noticing is like, let the dry land appear. That means most probably the land was all covered by water until God decided to gather all the water into one position. So then that's it, that's when we first see land. So this land, this new land is called earth. God called the dry land earth, and the gathering of the waters he called seas, and God saw that it was good. So this what the dry land is being called earth. For us, we know earth as the whole sphere in which we live, but earth can also refer to the land itself without the water. So now, the water is being called sea. I'm guessing that's because right now what we refer to as seas is not every water body that is under the heavens or under the sky. We refer to them as seas, oceans, lakes, rivers, and some other names to separate. But I'm guessing because of the translation, maybe back then all the water on land was referred to as one thing, and maybe the direct translation can be seas without over complicating things. That's how I interpret it. So and God saw that it was good. So as you can see, like every creation that God is making is saying he saw that it's saying that he saw that it was good. There is an emphasis on this thing. God saw that it was good. And wait, uh we will keep on saying this with every creation that God makes. So the next, where were we? And verse 11, and God said, let the earth put forth grass, herbs, yielding seed, and fruit trees bearing fruit after their kind, wherein the seed thereof the upon the earth. And it was so. And the earth brought forth grass, herbs yielding seed after their kind, and trees bearing fruit, wherein is the seed thereof after their kind. And God saw that it was good. We're seeing again that each creation, God is like, so God is seeing that it is good. So He's appreciating creation. So I guess this teaches us that God loved creating. Like every step of the way, God is appreciating His creation. Uh, so we're seeing that he's creating fruits, he's creating plants, he's commanding the land to create plants, and these plants have seeds, some of them have fruits. Yeah. And then verse 13, and there was evening and there was morning and a third day. So we're on the third day of creation. Verse 14, and God said, let there be lights in the firmament of heaven to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs, and for seasons, and for days and years. And let them be for lights in the firmament of heaven to give light upon the earth. And it was so. So God is creating certain lights. So we already have light, right? But then He's creating extra lights, like what are these lights? I'm guessing we now know them as the sun, the moon, and the stars. But now these lights, he created them after he had already created the first light that shows day. So he's saying they will be used as signs for seasons and for days and years, and he puts them in the firmament of heaven. As you can see, even though heaven, they called the firmament heaven. Now they are referring to it as the firmament of heaven, which is a differentiating factor. So as you can see, it's like the way I interpreted it is not so wrong. Like it suits what this is. Because firmament of heaven is like the body of heaven. It's the thing you see. So put them there to give light to the earth. Verse 18, and to rule over day and over the night, and to divide light from the darkness. God saw that it was good. So, and there was evening and there was morning, a fourth day. Uh, so you keep on saying that God saw that it was good. Really, Him appreciating that, Him appreciating His creation. Verse 20. And God said, let the waters in the swamps, let the waters swarm with swarms of living creatures, and let birds fly above the earth in the open firmament of heaven. And God created great sea monsters and every living creature that moveth, wherewith, wherewith the waters swarmed after their kind, and every winged bird after its kind. And God saw that it was good. So God is creating creatures, those of the water, those that live in water, and those that fly. So, and God blessed them, saying, "Be fruitful, multiply, and fill the seas, and fill the waters in the seas, and let birds multiply on the earth." And there was evening, and there was morning, a fifth day. So God is blessing. So fruitfulness is a blessing. So it's like he created them first. He created these creatures, the birds, and the creatures in the water. Mm? And and after that, he blessed them, said, "Be fruitful and multiply." That means, without that blessing, they might not have multiplied. I am guessing they might not have been fruitful. So that goes to show you that every creation, every multiplication is a blessing from God when it comes to multiplying the species, multiplying yourself by giving birth to kids. That's a blessing from God. So uh, that's what the Bible is saying. It's not what I'm saying because I don't know. I am nobody. I don't know anything. I'm just trying to make sense of this book. So and and there was evening, and there was morning, the fifth day. Uh, and God said, "Let the earth bring forth living creatures after their kind, cattle, creeping things, and the beasts of the earth after their kind." And it was so. So every creature is giving birth to its kind. Bring forth. He's saying they should bring forth. So that means maybe without that command that the creature should bring forth, like after their kind. That means if they don't bring, if the command, maybe if the command wasn't there, these creatures would have given birth to something that's not looking like them. Like maybe you'd have a lion giving birth to a snake or something without this command from God. And that is not, I'm not saying that's how it is, but I'm saying maybe because why was it necessary for him to say uh let the let for him to say let the earth bring forth creatures, living creatures after their kind. And bro, I'm just saying. So and uh so and God said, "Let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the heavens, and over the cattle, and over the earth, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth." So he's creating man, and he refers to them as as them, not as him. Maybe this is a problem in translation, but it is clear that man is not really one. But maybe when you go furthermore, we'll see whether he's one or two or three. Or maybe he's just one, and maybe it's a problem of translation. So, man is created in the image of God. That means it looks like God. And he's giving him dominion. That means he will control everything that's on the earth. Uh, And God created man in his own image. In the image of God he created he him, male and female created he them. So now man is being separated into male and female. And God blessed them. And God said unto them, be fruitful and multiply, and replenish the earth, and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the heavens, and over every living thing that moveth upon the earth. So this is basically repetition. I don't know why there is a need to repeat that he should have the dominion. Maybe it's an emphasis. I don't know. But also giving him the command, being fruitful and to multiply. So God wanted man to keep on making more of himself. So, and God said, behold, I have given you every herb yielding seed which is upon the face of the earth, and every tree in which the fruit of a tree yielding seed to you it shall be for food. So he's saying that everything that bears fruit, seed, is has been given to him. To him, that's man, male and female, and to every beast of the earth, to every bird of the heavens, and to everything that creepeth upon the earth, where there is life, I have given every green herb for food. So he's saying everything that you can see, that every plant, everything that every creature that is there you can eat. For now, that there is no restriction on what to eat. He's saying every bird, every beast, uh, as long as it has life, every green herb you can eat for food. So, yeah. The last verse, which is verse 31, and God saw everything that he had made, and behold, it was very good. And there was evening, and there was morning, the sixth day. So, this is the conclusion of Genesis chapter 1 and the sixth day. So, there was 6 days of creation. Last day, God just looked at everything and appreciated it. And yeah, he didn't really do anything on the last day. He just appreciated his creation. It was like he saw everything and it was good. That is it. So yeah, thank you for watching. Till next time. Let me know if there is anything I missed, anything I misinterpreted, anything that is worth noting. Yeah, thank you for watching.